Hey everybody. Apparently I went live. Well, I went apparently. Do you guys know the Apparently Kid? Have you seen that? If you haven't, you gotta YouTube the Apparently Kid. He's the cutest thing ever. But for some reason I keep saying apparently. Apparently, I went live yesterday and I had a secret channel from back when I had this channel, like it was, we had a lot of people in it, and um it was getting like dicey with like SG and all those people. So it was just a private channel that we like sent out to a few people. And so yesterday, like nobody came in the chat. Nobody was at first for like 10 minutes. So I just talked to myself, which I do on a regular basis. And then uh Sharon was like, Jules, where is it? I can't find your live to watch it. And I was like, I don't know. It just like disappeared. So when I went to do a live today, I realized that I'd actually probably clicked accidentally on that other channel, which I'm not giving out because I said some pretty interesting things on that live. There was one bushwatcher, and so it was somebody that I gave the channel out like a long time ago who doesn't like me. Um, and then they were there like the whole time, and then I got like two people in there chatting with me. Two people. Oh, and like I got no, I didn't feel bad. Like I was just like, this is weird. Maybe I just picked a weird time. Because at least people usually like might listen to me, my obnoxious voice. They might not chat. They might just be in the bushes. But anyway, that's what happened, Sharon. When this will go out, so you'll see this if you're not awake or you're not whatever. If you're busy, then you'll you'll get the answer this way than rather via text. I mean, I could text you the same facts, but I'm just letting you know, it's before anyone comes in the chat. No one has come in yet, obviously, but oh hey, Victor, you are my number one. You're the best. You're like my only OG. And Luna, my second best. You found me yesterday, Luna, on my other channel. Don't give it out. I couldn't figure out where everybody was. Like, how have you been, Victor? Victor, definitely my number one. Uh, those are the good old days, huh, Victor? Before any health problems or anything, those are the good old days. I won't good. Maybe you were maybe you were my bushwatcher. You were just listening while you were doing work. That might have been it. I was thinking it could have been like a bushwatcher from like someone I'd given the channel to who didn't like me anymore. There's a couple people too that went over to Nitty's chat that oh gosh. I don't know if you know who they were. I'll text you who they are and you'll know. But they were diehards. I mean, they were great. I thought they were great people, but they did not turn out to be great people. And I learned a big lesson having a YouTube channel. The people you think that are great are not great. And there's very, very few good people in this world. But if I have to mute for a second, I'm getting a phone call because I have like had to do a whole bunch of serious stuff this morning, and then I have to and then a whole bunch of serious phone calls like for this upcoming week. So if there's anyone in the chat, you guys just chat because I'm gonna be busy for a second. They probably won't call for like an hour or so because they have to get answers to a lot of questions. I'm good, Victor. Thank you. How are you doing? It's nice out today, isn't it? It's just not really cold or hot. It just is. I see some of the people you interviewed in Camden. You do, Victor? That's awesome. Yeah, I'm hoping that they're all doing well. I think of them and miss them. And but like if you drive down that stroll, yeah, they're all right there. Yep, in the flesh. There, Sharon. Did you hear me? Why what happened? I went on my secret channel. Yep. I think Joe, we were gonna make it like another, I forget. It was gonna be a channel against SG or something eventually, I think. And then I was like, I don't care. I don't want to go after SG or care to, go back and forth. So we made it a private channel, and it like not that many people had it, maybe like 30 or something like that. 30 people had it. The link. You're at your mom's? Okay, good. Awesome. Tell her hello and hope she's doing well. And thanks for stopping in. Hope you're feeling well. Let me see. What do I have to talk about today? Anything interesting? I just want to come in on and figure out what I did wrong, and then once I figured it out, I just figured I'd hop on and say hi if anyone came in. Um, but I can't say the person's name because I haven't gotten permission yet. But just keep someone in your prayers because they need them right now. Um, like just pray for like my friend. They're not doing too well right now. So I'm sure it's really scary for them, and I know how it is with like my health issues. They get scary, so I know what's going on with this person. It's definitely scary for them. So if you could keep them in your prayers for sure. The more prayers, the better. So even my bushwatchers, even if you don't like me, could you pray for them? The pets and the animals. Oh, Victor. It's all about I started my new channel again. It's little. I only have 10 subscribers. But I used to have the tiny butterfly queen and I used to drive SG crazy. Like if I did videos on it and stuff, I made up a new one. I got rid of that one because that was when I was going through my like episode, and so I made a new one. And it's called the Tiny Butterfly Queen Revised. So if you want to see like farm stuff, you might want to go and sub to that. I would drop the link, but I don't. I think I'd bump myself out or something. But if you just type in the Tiny Butterfly Queen, I'll type it in here. And yeah, Luna, thank you. Awesome. Let's see if I can figure out how to type in here. Yeah, I can type in. I'm on my phone. My laptop for some reason won't let me oh no, won't let me type. Everything malfunctioned. Um my laptop has like no audio, and then my doing it on my phone is kind of difficult. Well, I'm not doing this for like anything important, just well, yeah, I am doing this for something important, just to talk to people I care about. But I'm not doing anything personally big. The Tiny Butterfly Queen. Anyway, if you scroll down, you'll find it because it's a weird title. So you just have to scroll down. Like when you type this in, you won't find it at first. You'll see like tons of butterfly stuff, and then you'll finally see a picture of a girl and a guy. That's me and my brother. That that's the channel that has the farm stuff on it. Um, but this this is a better one. This is like the stuff that I do around the farm and stuff. But they're good, Victor. They're eating a ton. Like we changed it around. Instead of feeding them once a day, we gave them like this big feeder, like a huge feeder, and we fill it up to the top. I don't know how many pounds of food goes in there. I don't know. um, but a couple bags, and then they can eat when they want because they weren't laying eggs. Joe designed this solar panel. You'll see if you look at it when you sub to the channel. He is like a huge post, and he like attached a solar panel to it, and then wired it all the way into the chicken coop, and then the lights came on like summer hours, which is why they lay in the spring to the fall because they get the certain amount of sunlight, but then in the winter they don't get the right sunlight. And I wanted them to lay eggs during the winter so I could have my egg stand during the winter, and you don't have to refrigerate the eggs or anything like that. But it wasn't working, and we couldn't figure out why the chickens weren't laying eggs, and they were old enough. They were brand new, kind of brand new chickens. They're like a year. They're like a year old because it came up as a memory, like you got your chicks a year ago. That was like last week or something, but they're supposed to start laying, I think, at like 5, 6 months, and they're going on a year, and they weren't. So I forget how he figured. Oh, so the lights in there, that the fluorescent lights that were supposed to make them think it was daylight, that does work. Didn't work. And then for some reason he thought of like putting like a feeder so they could eat when they wanted, and they all of a sudden they started laying eggs, and I have like buckets of eggs, like just crazy buckets of eggs. So they're good. The dogs are good. The cats, sadly, we lost 2 cats. We had 4 cats. They were outdoor cats. They used to be indoor cats, but a couple of them kept trying to get out. This is before I ever met Joe, so I don't know. I wouldn't have let them out if they had been indoor cats. I would have been too scared they would get hit by a car, but since I met them outdoor cats, it's fine, and he built a house for them, so they have, like, beds in there and, like, little steps. It's really cute inside. The outside looks like a outhouse. So they can go in and out, as they please, and they can come in the house if they want, but they don't really want to too much. Just if it's, like, really windy and cold or raining, sometimes they wanna come in. But we had 4, and one was 18, Tiger was 18, and he just passed away about 2 weeks ago, and he passed away in the neighbor's yard, which was sad 'cause, like, you would hope that they would wanna come back to home, like, and lay on the porch, where they always are at, but the neighbor, he fell in love with Tiger, and he has pictures of Tiger. I think he was always going over there because they gave him wet food, they spoiled him, and he got dry food from us, so he liked the wet food, and, he said he did look like he didn't look good that day, so we lost him. He brought him over wrapped up. It was really sweet. So he's buried next to Karma and Oreo, which had passed. So we had them when the channel was bigger. And so Karma passed first, then Oreo. And then we had one named Peanut, but I didn't really know Peanut because Joe said she fell off of a cat thing, those really tall cat climbing tower trees, and she fell off of it, like, as a kitten. I don't know if she was a kitten or medium-sized cat, and she hit her head, and she was never right after that. So she's very skittish, and she would only come up to you when there was no food left in the cat house. That's how you knew that the cat house food was empty. There was Peanut waiting, and she let you pet her for a little bit, and you give her the food, and then she was off, and she didn't like anybody. She didn't like the neighbor either. He's like, "Oh, yeah, the skittish cat?" I said, "Yeah, I think she passed a couple months ago because 'cause we've seen nothing of her." He said, "Yeah, there was one cat that got hit by a car, but it wasn't Peanut." So, because he knew she was a calico. She's beautiful. She's really pretty. So we've lost a lot. We've lost four pets. Yeah. Hey, Elmer, how are you? Hey, Amy. I was just talking and not even looking at the chat. How are you guys? It's good to see you, Elmer. I haven't seen you in forever. Listening while you're working? That's okay. You don't have to chat. Oh, it's awesome, Victor. You found it? Yeah, I didn't. I was like, I don't think it's gonna be. I couldn't find it at first. The Tiny Butterfly Queen Revised, my new channel, and then I just kept scrolling and scrolling, and then there it was. I was like, cool. If you title your channel like a very weird name, it'll come up. Have you been, Amy? I think I watched the rerun of your last live. My chickens aren't laying many either right now. Usually we pick up around 9, but music. Okay. So Luna just put out, like, if you can get a feeder that has a lot of feed, so they feed when they want to. Apparently it makes it so it's not so stressful for them because when you feed like the chickens all at once, they're all like fighting for it. Apparently. That apparently apparently that bothers them. And so if you do it that way, then they can go eat like when they're hungry and not feel rushed and like that the other chickens are gonna try to get their food. So that's a possibility you could try. It took us like 6 months to figure it out. So if it works for you with me telling you, then that's the best. I like to help out. Yeah, awesome, Elmer. Yep. That would be nice. And I love your puppy dogs, and I try to always thumbs up, and sometimes comment on your like comic strip like things. They're hilarious. They're always animal related. there, there's only one I didn't get. I was gonna ask you which one. I forget which one it was, but only one I didn't get. Um, I was never good with jokes like growing up, or comics strips, but yours are like to the point and hilarious that you pick, which I appreciate for the comic like humor challenged. Oh, you found a lump in my oldest dog. I'm terrified. Oh, vet tells me that he isn't acting different, so it's a good sign. Oh, that's awesome. So maybe it's a lipoma, Luna, as a possibility. A vet appointment on Tuesday, but I'm so anxious. Oh, I understand. Yeah, I think you know, I'm not sure. I don't know if I put it in the group chat, Luna, but like Molly was they said she wasn't gonna make it. I mean, she cost me, I think I don't want to say how much she cost me. Should I say? Pretty much like almost 7 grand over Christmas. So that's almost paid off. But so you know, I haven't really been buying as much stuff for myself lately because I've been paying off that bill. But she just out of the blue, she just went like limp and she didn't respond to her name. So I took her to the vet, and the vet was like, she her temp oh no, I kissed her head. So I was like, kissed her head. I was like, Molly, what's wrong? And it was cold, and I like knew just by touch, just like being in nursing, like you can just tell by like temperature with your like mouth, or you can do that when you're nursing. I was never like, you know, kissing anyone to check their temperature. You just know by like, you know, if you don't have gloves on and you touch someone, you can tell their body temperature when you've done it for forever. So just like by kissing her, I could tell her temp was low, and so I took her in, and it was really low. They had to have like a like this heating water mattress thing for her, and they barely could get her up to normal, and they couldn't figure out if it was pancreatitis or it was some like uterine infection. And so I had to take her to like a 24-hour place, which is where the majority of the cost was, but it was really expensive just at the vet for the day. And then at the urgent care place, she stayed a couple days, and every day she got worse, and her kidneys were in complete failure. She was like, WhatsApp was like by my side like the whole time. Like it was great, like because I was beside myself, and Joe was out of town. I was by myself, and I had her in the bed with me. Well, in the end, I had her in the bed with me because I brought her home because they said she wasn't going to survive. And I was so what basically happened was she ended up having fluid around her lungs from complications of the kidney failure, then fluid around her lungs, and then she just started just bleeding excessively, like in her stool, which I know is gross, but it happens. And they were like, yeah, her hemoglobin hematocrit dropped overnight, like a substantial amount. So there's no chance for her. So I brought her. I said they were like, so we need to euthanize her, and I'm like, no. If she's not in pain, if you can give me something to give her for pain, they're like, we can't give anything really strong, I guess, because people try to get like narcotics that way. But we can give her, you know, something that will keep her comfortable. And I said I'll bring her back, like if she really it does seem in pain. Like, I'm not gonna let her suffer. So I brought her home, and like for 2 nights she was like covered in sweats. Oh, I know. So the night before, or the 2 nights before I did bring her home, I asked the doctor, I was like, so she's on an antibiotic, right? And they were like, yeah, because the first doctor had mentioned the uterine infection. And she's so tiny, like it's a possibility that she's infected and they just couldn't see it because she is like a mini dachshund, but she's like the tiniest of the minis. Like she's the runt of the litter. So she everything on her is so small. And they said, um, "No, no, she's just on one antibiotic." And I'm like, "Well, you know, in nursing like that, you always like treat with two because you have to make sure you cover both spectrums, like of what possibly, you know, it could be if you don't have a culture." So I said, "Can you please start her on a second antibiotic?" And they were like, "Sure," because they were like gonna charge me more money. But they did, and I that's the only thing that I can imagine is that she was septic and that second antibiotic treated it because when she came home, she was, like, so lethargic, covered in sweats, and dogs don't sweat, so I don't know how she was it was just wet in her bed, like, just covered in, like and it wasn't urine. I knew it wasn't urine 'cause it was, like, on her head, on her back, it was, like, dripping. And then the next day, something she did something the second day, I forget. Weird. Like she yelped out in the night and scared me. And then I every day I just she wouldn't eat, so I fed her chicken broth and or chicken bone broth and with a little bit like I got a little bit baby syringe, like medicine syringe from Walmart and just like fed that as much as I could to keep fluids in her because she wasn't drinking either. And then all of a sudden at like 1 week after she came home from the crazy expensive animal hospital, she started to like sniff her little nose around like when she smelled food, and I was like, yes. Like she's interested in the smells of food. And then I knew I was like that she's turning around because and Joe kept being like, I think she's gonna die on Christmas Day. I'm like, you are such a pessimist. You're like the worst pessimist. That's awful. Stop saying that to me. She's gonna die on Christmas Day. Oh, it was bad. Yes, yeah, we do too. Yep, Luna, that's what we put it on, and then, pay it off at, like, 6 months. So it'll be 6 months, it'll be paid off. But it's a very expensive. But Joe's just like, "I woulda just put her down. I wouldn't have even done any of that." And I'm like, "Well, she's not your child, so that's your problem. She's my child." Yeah, there's no, "Hey, Strawberry, I didn't see you come in." Yes, exactly. We hope her dog's okay. Patty says my old dog had, yeah, they do. They definitely get Patty says some lipomas and stuff like that, and they're nothing. So don't worry yet, Luna. Please don't worry. Oh, good. It doesn't seem to bother him. Oh, you have a good day too, Strawberry. Yeah, it's good to see you. I haven't seen you over here in a while. Yeah, in a while. I know because Bible says that you're like, MIA for a while, and then you pop up and like go after her. Like, no, you just go live your life, and then you come on and see something that irks you. Like that's ridiculous. So you make a video. I don't know why it's okay for them to do it, but not okay for other people. That makes no sense to me. Yeah, it is. Yep, good. It's a good thing. Sepsis is no joke. I did too, Strawberry. I had sepsis too. It was like death, wasn't it? It was the worst. Yep. Poor Molly. I thought, yeah. Oh, yeah. Then you guys knew about it. Maybe I put stuff out. I have like the worst memory. I probably put something out there like to tell people. Bad Joe. Yeah, he is a bad Joe. He definitely is. Molly had the comeback. Yep, she's had a couple victors. She's been an extremely expensive dog. I want to say she's probably cost me over 20 grand. Definitely over 20 grand because she's had this experience, like experiences like this. Like got into an ibuprofen, like childproof ibuprofen thing that was up on a chair in a purse, and she ruffled around as a puppy, and then that gave her seizure disorder, but then she was able to come off the seizure meds. So that was like she was ventilated and everything. I was working back then, so I don't even know what the cost of that vet bill was. But I actually just found it yesterday because I was going through some paperwork, and I found it, and I was looking at all the meds they had to give her, and it was 2014, so that makes her 12. I thought she was 10, which made me a little sad because that makes Molly 12. She does not look 12. She looks like she's about like 4. But, she still acts like a puppy, except for that she sleeps a lot, which she slept less when she was younger, obviously. I also did more with her, like, I used to walk her 4 miles a day, every day faithfully, which I'm hopefully gonna be getting back to. They started me on a new medication to keep my blood pressure up because I've been struggling really badly. I went to the doctor yesterday, the cardiologist, and the tech did my vital signs and my EKG, and the doctor literally walked in. Like I've been suffering like this for 2 months. He literally walked in and was like, "You need to go to the emergency room right now." And I was like, "Because I'm." He said, "Because you can't live with those vital signs." And I was like, "I've been living with these vital signs." And so he sent me over there for fluids. So I got fluids. But I made sure first I got my appointment in. I'm like, well, first I need to make sure we're going to figure out because the ER doesn't treat, like, as far as long term, what are we going to do? Like, how are we going to keep my blood pressure up? So they got me on a medication, and my blood pressure is now 100 over 60, which is doable. So I can do everything fine with that kind of blood pressure. But at the time, it was 70 over 30. So that's like not livable. Like for long, it'll drop. If it drops any lower, it's not livable. So, it's just part of, like, what my body does, so it just sucks, if anyone wants to know. Oh, I also had to have 2 teeth removed. Oh, 690 for 2 teeth? It's the dentist gets you. You're right. It's like the dentist and the vet bills. I wish I had insured Molly. I actually had Molly insured, but then I was going through a lot of stress with my second fiance, and I just like, didn't get around to one bill and I missed a payment. Otherwise that would have covered, I think it covered like 80% of the bills or something like that. If you cover them, pay the monthly amount every month. Last time I took the Oh my god, Joe would if Joe saw that bill, he would have, like, yeah, the screaming would have never ended. But I would have done it too. Stomach for it to be a stomach it was a stomach ache? Luna, are you oh my gosh. I should just let it pass. But how could they reasonably charge you $1,200? Like, how could they do that for a stomach ache? I mean, there's testing and everything, but even with Molly and kidney failure, it was like 6,800 or something like that. So 7 grand. I cannot. Oh wait, no, I'm reading 12,000. I don't like. Where's my head? I just started my medicine, so the blood's finally getting to my head. Finally, like I'm getting blood pressure to my head. But that's crazy. 1,200 just for a tummy ache. They probably gave her like Pepto-Bismol or something. You could have Googled like how much human Pepto-Bismol can you first give it to them and then how much. Yeah, girl, I have some things I gotta talk about again, sadly, but I don't dwell on it. Yeah, yeah, you don't seem the type to dwell on things, no. To like keep constantly going back and forth on something, you don't seem the type. Yeah, it was really scary. I remember looking out the window at the hospital because I went to Cooper, which is in Camden, right where we did the outreach. And I was on the phone with my dad and I was like, "Don't tell mom, dad, but I think this is my time. Like, I think I'm going." Like, I never felt so bad in my life. Yeah, sepsis will kill you in days. It really will. Yeah, I do, Victor. And like, over 12 years of like, yeah, she was my little companion, she was just my like walking companion. And I lived in a really nice, like, kind of no, it was a ritzy area, and the people that they would pull over and like talk to us and like want to know, like they'd say like, "Oh, I had a dachshund before years ago," or like she was just like the hit of the town. So we'd just go for our 4 mile walks every day, and she was just my buddy. Like I couldn't not spend money on my she wasn't my best friend. That sounds really sad. She was my like she was my like best like companion. She was there when my heart rate would be through the roof and I'd be throwing up, and because I wasn't used to it yet. And she would be there if I fainted, and she'd be next to me. And she just so yeah. And since I was pretty sure I wasn't gonna have any kids, I was like, well, she's like my kid. So how much money do people spend on their kids? I've been too busy to dwell. Right. Yeah, I'm like, really? Yeah, 70 over 30. It was bad. Do I sleep a lot? No, I go to bed usually at 10 and I get up at 5. So 7 hours, I think that is. Yeah, 7 hours. Yeah. Oh, they did blood work, x-rays, and fluids for 1,200. Ugh. They know that people that love their animals just love. They just. Sorry, someone just texted me. I was trying to half read it. It was coming up half of it. I couldn't read the rest of it. They know that when you love your people that love their animals, like love their animals. You're either like a animal lover or just don't care. Or a hater. There's some animal haters out there that are horrible people. I won't go into that, but that's been covered already. Um, but animals are just precious. Mhm. Especially dogs, really. Like, I mean, I'm not really a cat person. I was a cat person when I was little, but I'm not really a cat person anymore. Because they have time for you when they have time for you, but dogs are just always there, and happy to see you. And anything that you do, they're just excited. And if you're gone for a little while, they're just over the moon to see you again. Luna, I think I missed something. You said she was acting like she was in a lot of pain. Let me go up here and see what you said. Oh wait, it wasn't even your teeth. It was a dog's teeth. I thought they were your teeth, like in the back or something. I didn't think they were like, visible, but oh, I didn't know. 690 for 2 dog teeth removed? Oh, Lord. I swear they take the price and they just like they're like times two. They'll pay it. Because I was looking back, like I said, in 2014, because she was born in 2012. And so the records are from 2014 when she had she ate the ibuprofen. And from then on, like my purse is never accessible anywhere because she can unzip zippers. Like she can unzip zippers. She's so smart. She's so smart, my child. And she so like it's just a habit. Like Never ever. That was the one time and one time only, but I forget the other couple times I added up to 20 grand. It was I don't know what she got into. I'm not sure. It wasn't anything in a purse. I think she ate something, like, from where I was living, like, underneath, like, the, floorboard, and then she started acting really strange. Or at least that's what I think she ate because there was nothing on the ground, and she when she did get better, she came back, she kept going over there and trying to sniff to find something to eat, so I don't know. I was renting, so I don't know. I was about to buy, but I was renting at the time, and I was like, maybe the people before me put something under there that was, like, some kind of poison or something, I'm not sure, but yeah. Oh, your teeth are holy crap, 3,800. I'm sure they're beautiful and pearly white, Luna. I have to get to the dentist because I have one cavity that I have to get filled. Then I'm gonna get veneers. No, no. I'm just joking. Yeah, vets and dentists are the worst. Never affordable. They're never in the budget. And cars. Cars when your car goes. The one thing about Joe is he can definitely the one thing. As if it's just one thing. One thing about Joe is he's super, super good at like everything electric and everything cars and everything like well, he's pretty much good at everything, but um he can fix anything on the cars. He does everything on the cars, so doesn't cost us any money. Except for lately, the oil changes. He has me take it to get it done by this guy around the corner. I have to sit there and like talk to the guy, and I don't really enjoy it while he's doing the oil change. It's just like a little corner shop. But I guess he figured he'd rather just pay the whatever, 35 bucks or something like that to get it done there than to do it himself when he comes home from work or on the weekend. So, because now he's into the yard and into the house last night. Last night. Wait, one second. Okay, sorry about that. I'll probably be getting like 10 phone calls, so I don't know if I'll be on here for too long. Um, yeah, apparently gas can cause severe pain. That's probably what your puppy had, Luna, was gas, $1,200 worth. No, but I finally found a good dentist. I had one in like I had him from where I lived up north. It was weird. Like I lived an hour away and then me driving like an hour and 15 minutes, an hour and 20 minutes. Joe driving like 45 minutes. Oh God, when he first met me, he used to get up there to see me in like 45 minutes. I guess he was speeding very fast. Um, and I had a dentist up there, and then when I came down here, he had a second office like right around the corner down here. It was very strange. So I didn't think anything of it, and I went to him as a dentist, and um, he didn't do anything bad to my teeth, but he just did some like old school stuff, like some kind of like coating like to prevent cavities or something like that, which cost me like a lot of money. I'm like, all right, whatever. It didn't hurt my teeth, but it coated, and then so then for oh, he snipped at me for something. What did he snip at me for? Oh, I said he's like, open your mouth wider. He was in a bad mood because his wife, he was always talking about his wife. He was like a one dentist practice, that he was the sole dentist there. He was doing it all on his own. And he was like, his wife must have been a pill because she was always driving him crazy. So as he would whatever clean my teeth and stuff, because I don't need a lot of dental work, he would bitch about her, and so he was rarely in a good mood. And but after like a few minutes, you could get him like smiling and joking if you like just like tried. And but this one time must have been a really bad day, and he said, um open your mouth wider. And I was like, I can't. Like, and he's like, yes, you can. And I was like, my mouth is small. It says wide as it will go. And he says, I've seen smaller mouths than yours. And I was like, are you kidding me? You're not going to talk to me like that. And like I sat up, I was like, you're not going to talk to me like that as my doctor. And because like I have, a voice now after everything I went through. And um, he was, he was like, he just looked totally shocked. Like he just expected me to just take his bullshit because he was taking it on his patients because of his wife. And I'm like, your wife's bitchiness is not affecting you, which isn't affecting me, and like I'm not taking it. So I just well, and then he was like, "Oh, well, you got to sign this paper." I'm like, "I'm not signing the paper." So I walked out. So I had to swap dentists, and when I swapped dentists, I got a really good one. It's a bigger practice, and that dentist who I see the same one, this Asian guy is really nice. He just stick with him because he does a good job in with my cleanings, and is really gentle and never says he's seen smaller mouths than mine. And he's not rude. So I stick with him, and he joked with me about a couple things that he's like, "Oh, I know, doctor, I won't say his name, but Dr. B it was. Doctor it starts with a B. Not that you guys care, but um I don't want like SG like calling the office and being like, she was saying I don't think SG would. I don't think SG pays attention to me anymore, which is good. I think that's a very good thing. She can harass everybody else. Last night I cracked myself up. I fell asleep on people's chats and accidentally hit the StreamYard link sometimes. Strawberry. That's funny. I've been so tired. I haven't done that, but I've been so tired I just like fall over like with my head against like on something. But Joe's like, Mr. like fatherly, like if you're starting to be sleepy, go to bed. Because he hates it when I fall asleep on the couch, and then like I fall asleep on the couch, and then he just like doesn't want me sleeping on the couch, so just like go sleep in the bed. Do you snore, Strawberry? Apparently I snore. I've asked like how loud it is. I never found out. With this community at least it would be news for a week. Yeah. I know they don't have anything good to talk about, do they, Strawberry? It's the same stuff over and over. Oh man, I listened to it live today and I was like, "Oh gosh, this is so boring." But I had to drive all over the place today, like from 7 well, I left at like 6:20 to have the truck before I'm buying my own car because it's just I'm just buying my own car. Um After I pay Molly's uh vet bills off in like 2 months, I think I have, then I'm gonna save for like it's not a beater, but like something that's nice, just nicely used, and I'm trying to figure out the ballpark of like how much I'm gonna save up for, but I'm gonna do that because some mornings it's just too rough to take him into work and then drive. I used to have a car, but I sold it. And I don't know. I mean, I know why I sold it, but I'm not gonna explain it on here. Um, but from like 6:20 until right before I came on here, I drove. I got a lot accomplished in pretty minimal amount of time. You woke up and apologized. That's cute. Yeah, they definitely would have if. Oh yes. Did you hear what Strawberry did? Oh my gosh. They blow. They're such gossip girls. Like the things they blow out of proportion are unbelievable, and their hypocrisy is unbelievable. They're like, this person's wonderful, and that person is not and you're like, wait, the logic is like totally wrong because they did base like you're justifying one person's behavior, not the other person's behavior because they're in the clique or whatever you want to call it. Like, oh, I hated those girls in high school. Like, I don't hate anybody, but I hated that. Like, it was just such immature. juvenile, like, unintelligent behavior. I couldn't tolerate it. And I'd like to say that my best friend that, like, I actually really talked to, though she wasn't allowed to hang out with me after school because she had to do her violin. Her parents were that type of parents. But she was the one that we walked to school and back together and talked. So we had that time together, and we had a lot of the AP classes together. So and our names were like the last name started with the similar letter, so one letter beyond mine. I'd like to say that um I had better grades, but she did 4 years in 3 years and then went and got into Princeton. Yeah. So I'm proud to say that my best friend in high school went to Princeton. And she wasn't even in the top 10. I was in the top 10 in our class. She wasn't in the top 10. So I think her essay must have been extremely good. And they have to have like a certain amount of different races, in the schools. I mean, in Ivy League schools. So yeah, I was proud of her. I don't know whatever happened to her. I'm sure she's like extremely successful. You look cute when you sleep. I'm sure you do. You look cute when you're awake. I don't know Rabbit's website. I probably should. I need to like branch out because the rest of the channels are getting extremely boring. No, they're not getting extremely boring. It's been extremely boring. Well, I'm not saying my lives are like filled with like interesting topics, but drama is old. Mm. Oh, you put SG on last night. I fall asleep to SG too. What is it? Is it just like the drone of the voice? Like, and every time I do it, like if I ever do watch her, which is rarely, I'm being honest, 100%. I'm honest about that stuff. I don't just say like I don't watch them. I do every once in a while. Like if I heard something, something went down, I fall asleep and I wake up right when it ends. It's every time I wake up right when it's ending, and I'm like, that's crazy. In fact, I'm due for a nap right about now, so maybe I should put her on. You snore lightly. Yeah, that's what I'd like to say about myself. I snore lightly because I don't know. I haven't been told which way or the other. I'm small, so I can't imagine I snore loud. It's usually like really big people that like. What? Oh no, you never know. I do have a deviated septum. I found out. I have to get that fixed. You can't see it. You can't tell it's deviated, but it was just from birth. They did like a CAT scan in my head one time, and the doctor was like, "Your septum is extremely deviated." And then I compared it to my older brother's because he's like, "I have a deviated septum," and I was like, "You do? Oh wow." And then we compared like our scans, and they looked exactly the same. I was like, "Well, that's genetic." But he got his fixed. He had the courage to get it fixed. I still haven't gotten up the courage. After everything I went through, I don't want to go under sedation. Like, I hate going to the hospital. Like, I had to go yesterday to get fluids. I just hate it. I absolutely hate it. I try to, because I know I have to go sometimes, although I might not on this new medicine. They tried one medicine and it didn't work. It didn't bring up my blood pressure. I wasn't good. And then they tried this one, and I just started it yesterday, and I took it today, and my blood pressure's been good, and I've not been dizzy or anything like that, or my blood pressures have been also really stable. So exactly, strawberry. Well, it's okay, Luna in high school. Like we were all like maturing and our brains are developing and stuff. Like it's just not, yeah. And then if you do it as an adult, yeah, then you like get like actual repercussions as opposed to like in high school you don't really get repercussions for doing it. So then you're like, yeah, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want a coupe this time though. Third thing about getting in another SUV or a hybrid maybe. Oh, that'd be nice, strawberry. I just want something good on gas mileage, and I want it to be like a good reliable car, like not a Volkswagen because they break down a lot and they have foreign parts. Um, just like maybe a Honda or a uh like I don't even like Lexuses. I don't like Lexuses. I don't even really like BMWs because I saw a small a small one for sale. You know, it would still look really nice, and it was but I don't know. I'm not into the image thing, but I mean, if that was the price was right and it drove well, but I think their parts are really expensive, and it's got to be a car that Joe can work on because yeah, yes, Victor. Well, I see flowers in my yard right now. All my Easter flowers are blooming. I have I think like 15 of them. Hyacinths, tulips, and something else. They're all blooming and it's really pretty. Because every year after my Joe buys an Easter flower for me, then he plants it for me outside. And so he did that, I guess, before he met me because there's 15 of them, and I have not known him for 15 years. Oh yeah, I couldn't see you being mean, Luna. Oh, that's normal. Like it's always normal. It's like a group. It's like a pack. Yeah, you make your pack, and that's usually like you meet up in like middle school, and then that's normal. Yes, UPS, I'm not coming out to get the package. You can bring it here. Do not honk at me. We used to have this. He just retired. We used to have this UPS man named Bob, and he would always honk and try to get you to come get it from him. It looks like actually that's no, it's not. It's a younger version of Bob. That guy's like 30. She's probably a top lawyer in yes. Well, the valedictorian, I was right behind him. He is a lawyer in California. Funny that you said that. He was my only boyfriend in high school. I was super shy, and he was my only boyfriend in high school, and he ended up going to law school, which doesn't surprise me. He was very conceited, good looking and conceited, and I only dated him for a few months because I just couldn't tolerate him. I think we liked each other from like middle school, but then we didn't date till senior year of high school. And like, what's the point by that time? Because you're gonna both go off to different colleges. But he was so mad because at the award ceremony, I got the most awards of anyone because there were ones that teachers could like pick the person, and they picked me. So I got more than he did, and he was like fuming. But we had already broken up at that point, so I could see him fuming, but I didn't have to hear about it. Yeah, I'd rather venture elsewhere in my free time usually. Yeah, it's much more uplifting other places. If you watch a live over here, once you're done, you're just like you feel like ugh, you just feel yucky. You fall asleep then? All three of us. It must be the voice. But you'd think that that voice would keep you awake, but it doesn't keep you awake. It might be like the run-on sentences and like the hopping from topic to topic. It's just like drones on, and you're just like, you're not able to really focus on like what the topic is at hand. So then you just fall right into a nice sleep. They did, Victor. They were funny. Have you watched any documentaries on them? They were pretty good. They've got some documentaries, like when they had to like swap stooges, like if something was wrong health wise with one or something. They had to like get a new guy, like new Curly or I forget which one it was. I get surgery for it. Yeah, you should take off for a week, Strawberry. Yes, definitely, and pamper yourself and relax. Yeah, Luna's too, and I can. I mean, I'm sure she did some typical high school girl behavior because that's high school behavior, but not grown women shouldn't be acting like high school girls. Please make a video to guarantee sleep. Oh, you want me to do a video, Victor, of me sleeping to see how loud I snore? Is that what you're saying? $1. Yeah, yeah. If that's what you're saying, I should do that so then I can verify if I'm allowed to snore or not. Oh, Curly's grandson has a YouTube channel? That's interesting. I wonder if he's a comedian too. Comedian like his grandpa. Oh. Driving around for hours, I'm sore. I'm in definite pain. My dad is stable. Hopefully, hope he doesn't show up too early. Oh yeah, strawberry. But that's all nice that your dad's coming. My parents live down south, so I only get to see them once or twice a year. I wish they lived like close by. Oh, my sleep video game you listen to for sleep. Oh, nice, Victor. Go to sleep now and relax. Close your eyes. Yeah, I know all the sleep techniques about like relax your toes. Now start at the start at the bottom, relax your toes. You know, I couldn't do it though. I start like laughing in the middle of doing it because I think I'd sound like I was doing like a sex phone like hotline or something. I start cracking up. Meditation and yep. You're supposed to relax like from your toes all the way up, like and imagine like think about and imagine that you're actually relaxing every single toe. And then it goes like to the foot and then like your calf and then you work up and for me I just take medicine and I go to sleep. I have to take medicine. Yeah, there's my body doesn't turn off properly, so yeah, we just found the medicine works the best. And we found which one works the best without, driving in the night or eating in my sleep or anything like that. Or holding up, robbing like a McDonald's or no, who's open late at night? Taco Bell? Is that the only place open late at night? Taco Bell to like 3? Boom, and took sleep medicine and robbed a Taco Bell in South Jersey. Oh, thanks, Luna. Yeah, Strawberry has a very soothing voice. I think my voice is just maybe soothing because that's as loud as my voice can get. Like, because I'm probably my blood pressure being low. I can only project so much. I'm not trying to like have like a soothing voice. It's just that's about as loud as I can get. In 6 years, I think I've yelled at Joe 2 times because it took too much energy to yell. But I was just finally too mad, and then I just had to yell. One had to do with the shower, which he thinks is hilarious because he didn't fix the shower. And I finally was like, I told you to fix the shower. Because if you barely moved it, it would be like really scalding hot. Or if you just tilted it back so that it wasn't, it was freezing cold. So you had to like do all the plumbing and stuff to fix that. Well, it got fixed that day after I yelled. So I wish I had a louder voice so I could just yell all the time and get everything I wanted. Oh, thanks, Victor. That's awesome. That's really good. Yeah, I mean I am trustworthy, so I appreciate that. I don't like untrustworthy people and I don't like liars and like devious people that try to like hurt other people. There's tons of them on here. And people fall for it. Just they're good at it. They're good at what they do. They've been doing it their whole life. Just and people fall for it. And I'm not talking about like, what people call like the grifters and stuff. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about just the other YouTube channel owners. They're complete BSers about stuff and people just go along with it. That's awesome, Strawberry. Yep. It just what's the point? It just stresses you out. It makes the situation worse. Yeah, I've always had a lot of patience, like a ton of patience, but then I lost it in the last like I don't know, a few years, but not with people. Like I still have patience with people, but I don't have patience with like finding things. It used to not bother me or um mostly like finding like if I've lost something and so Joe always finds it for me. And he's like, or like untie, like if something's all twisted up and stuff, it'll take it from me because I can't. I get frustrated with that. Please don't tell me those are signs of like dementia as an old person. That would not be good. Jules, those are classic early onset symptoms of dementia. Oh, yay. Looking forward to it. Oh, thanks, Strawberry. My husband always asks me why I'm yelling when I'm not. I think I just talk loud. You don't talk loud. No, you don't talk loud. Not in your voice messages. They're not loud. You talk appropriate. Yeah, appropriate level. At least you can project your voice, Luna. I can't. I think I need to, go to church a little bit more often. I miss and like singing helps me for sure when you sing all the hymns. Um, so definitely I don't make it every Sunday, so I need to make sure I'm exercising my vocal cords so I can get louder at people. That sounds like my mom. First time I introduced him to my family, they were speaking Spanish. While you were arguing. He must have come from like my kind of family, like really, like we just talked really passively. Hey, what's up? What are you doing? Okay, no problem. It's good to see you. Yeah, it's your family dynamic, Luna, that you talk like that. Some families like talk over each other. Like it sounds like they're fighting, but they're not fighting. Thanks for stopping in. What's up? Hey, Secret Society. How have you been? I like all your sweet messages, like comments. You're always encouraging with your kisses and hearts. But when sometimes though, Secret Society, if you do it and I see you do it for someone else, then I feel very jealous because I'm like, oh, I thought I was the only one getting the kisses and the hearts. And then I feel sad in my heart. I cry about it. I do, I really do. No. No, you can flirt with all the girls you want. I I I I have no dibs on you, so I can't be mad. Secret Society is really sweet. Under like just any video, put like I think it's a guy. Put hearts and all kinds of like different. It's always different. Oh, you're crying. I don't know who the Secret Society is, but they've been around. I think you've been around since I started. Yeah, I remember your name from way back. Don't cry, Secret Society. Yeah, you haven't missed anything, Strawberry. No, not a thing. It did seem like it was much more interesting. Don't you think so, Luna? Like back 3 years ago? I mean, bad interesting, but it was the CWC was hopping like 3 years ago. It was 2 to 3 years ago. After I left, it went downhill. It was better, definitely better. There was like at least the videos were interesting to watch. You'd be like look forward to it the next day, like like what happened? Now it's just like what didn't happen? What boring topics are being discussed today? Yes, exactly, Strawberry. See, I was like, am I just imagining it? Has my just view of YouTube changed? Wasn't sure, but I was pretty sure I was right. Like I was like it because I think it was like we had just broken off of like Tom Reed's channel. So it was like pretty like competitive and like mm, just closer to the source of, the fact that we just like all broke off of Tom and there was like drama with that and with him, and then there was just there was a lot of drama with that with him. But that wasn't really the all of it. It was just everyone was more into making more animated videos that were interesting and more passionate, I guess. Some people just have like really just like boring lives that are just like monotone voices and just boring, like you just can't really catch your interest, and the topics are just boring. The word of the day is boring. Take a shot every time I say boring. Or apparently, but not if you're working. No,
Time to count the 100 eggs.
No, Victor, he has not been riding his motorcycle. Last year he didn't ride it much. I don't know. He told me why. I think he would feel bad leaving me or like just going off on his bike. I'm like, no, just go out on your bike. But I think that's why he told me, but I can't remember the reason. But I think this year he's like itching to go, but it's still too cold. Like we had a little break there, you know, because you're from Jersey, of 70-degree weather, but then now it's back to being like a little bit of like it has to be warm because if it's just a little chilly when you're walking on the bike, it's you probably know that it's like really chilly, really really chilly, even with the jacket on, motorcycle jacket. So I haven't decided yet what I'll be doing. Oh, the pool. I'll probably be in the pool when he's going for rides. Yes, it was new. Now it's recycled. That's right, Luna. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. You can only do it once. You can't do it twice. Yes, strawberry, exactly. Like my chat, like no, none. The people that were here that were really good people, they're not in other chats, so they're not around anymore. They found new places when I left, and then they didn't, except for Victor. Um, my OG, they went up elsewhere and they probably didn't, you know, after like 2 years, they probably didn't think I was coming back, so they don't even look. And the new people don't know me, and the new people that do know me don't like me because for really ridiculous reasons. But starts with a J, jealousy. It's all about numbers and you're getting your numbers up to where you want them. Yeah, new ones biting the hook. Yeah, other places. That's just the same. Yeah. When the same toxic people have run out of stuff to talk about, so they're even more boring. No, they're not. They're oh, I don't know. I haven't watched a Bobbles live in like 2 or 3 months, but the last one I watched was so boring. Oh my god. Oh, and every live are the same. It's like the same people saying hi to each other, and then like the same topics. Like, oh god, this is just. Why did I watch this? Real, right, and uncut. Following the whole Katie, Hollywood, and Mike saga. I don't even know what that is, Strawberry. Well, I'm out of the loop. I don't even know Katie, Hollywood, or Mike saga. Huh. Maybe I just need to look up Real, Right, and Uncut. I found a couple of really good channels that I watch that do 2 lives a day. This one channel does 2 lives a day, and they're really big, like hundreds of thousands of subscribers. Hey Swiss, do I miss you? I would say no. The air show for Atlantic City in Jersey is on the news channel often. You're probably gonna get blocked. I haven't seen BWB either. I just know I'm Saint Luna now. Laugh aloud. I've been watching a lot of Spanish stuff. Oh darn. No, you don't belong over here, Swiss. I heard that you said a lot of really mean things about me. So I did like you of you know of the lot, but apparently someone that watches out for me saw you said some really nasty things about me over time and was like, why would you, like want someone that is two-faced in your chat? And I don't want a two-faced person in my chat. So, you can block me in your chat too. It didn't mind. You got a raise, Luna? That's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, beyond pathetic. I agree, Luna. But the newbies like her because she kisses their ass. she just wants more followers because she's not a true friend to anyone. I mean, there might be like one person that she maybe somehow became a true friend because they were like, maybe this is really mean, but just my opinion. I think the only person that Bobbles can be friends with is if someone is like bigger than she is. I think that Bobbles has such a weight complex, which she should not, because I think she's an attractive woman that she pretends to like people, but she doesn't really like them. Like she doesn't, because eventually it comes out. And the only thing I can think of is weight. So that's the only thing that is like that she talks about and is apparent as to why she would like turn on people, you know. Or maybe she just is antisocial, but she pretends to be social. I'm not really sure, but she's not anyone's true friend. I know that for sure. Oh, you like her, Victor? Sorry. Yeah, they don't like me because I stood up for somebody. Hey, how to be human? How are you? I stood up for somebody, and because they didn't have receipts, they were blaming them for doing something that they didn't do, and you can't do that. So I just stated like facts and logic, and I like talking to Swiss as far as debating her and everything, but um, because the one girl because the guy talked to me and stopped, and had like stopped talking to the other girl, then just for that reason she didn't like me and then turned on me, which basically made me not like accepted into the group, which is totally fine now that I know what the groups are like. But I didn't at the time, and I was like, that's crazy. And then she screamed at me and then like lost her shit on me. So she wanted to bash me in my face. I won't say who it is, and Swiss was there, and Swiss was like really like a mediator. She was like totally fine trying to like, but it was a couple girls on me, like so it was like rough. And just to handle 3 to 1 or whatever. And I was fine with Swiss, like Swiss, that was my last one of the group, but like I said, someone like keeps an eye out and always notices comments if people say rude stuff about me. And I'd only seen like 2 rude comments, and I was like okay with that because that was a while ago. But apparently, see, take a shot. Apparently, there were like a lot of comments, like derogatory comments towards me. Plus, I mean, I can't imagine that she actually likes me when she's best friends with the girl who hates me. So I just, I don't have, obviously if I let Swiss come over here, she might bring, other people over to my chats, but that my chat's not about like being a big chat or caring about people coming to my chats. The number game is not important to me. So, if you're gonna talk nasty about me, you're not, you know, I didn't do anything to be talked mean, up until now saying I don't want them around because I can see through their bullshit, Hey John, good to see you. I think I saw you like 2 lives ago. How are you? What have you been up to, Tiff? No, she doesn't know how to be a friend. No. But she can fool people for a while, so if they want to be fooled by it, then go for it, they'll find out one by one, if they get close enough to her. If they don't get close enough to her, she can have a very good superficiality about her, so she's fine, but she will backstab you. All right, when oh no, I don't answer it. Sorry, I don't know. You guys can't hear my phone ring when it's ringing, can you? I just couldn't talk when it was ringing. Yeah, yeah, Bubbles doesn't know how to be a friend. Nope. But this is because 'cause we've been around for a long time to see what Bobbles does and what Bobbles did. Like, whether you like Sharon or not, I do. I'm rooting for her because I want the best for her. But the way she treated Sharon and then the way she acts like she's, like, not like that anymore, I mean, she was brutal, like, really brutal to Sharon. And then, like, even if Sharon's going back at her now, like, she has a right to go back at her still because she was brutal to her. I hope not, Luna. I was there at the end for about 10 minutes. Antisocial, yeah. She had a problem with empathy and can never see things. And that's what it is then. Then the weight issue goes out the window. A lot of times what it is with girls. Like they don't like a girl who's skinnier or prettier than them. But maybe it's just antisocial. Because maybe her best friend in real life is a supermodel. I don't know. Who knows? I highly doubt it. Yeah, it does go beyond that, but she's very good at hiding it, Strawberry, like, very good at hiding it. People cannot see that side to her, like, they literally cannot see that side. Like, there's a few people that are, like, so gang ho Bobbles right now and anti-Sharon, and they just have no idea what happened, and they excuse the behaviors that she's done, and I haven't seen that side to her, you know? And I think she's working harder at not showing that side. Like, I don't think she ever drinks on her panels anymore. And oh, she doesn't do panels, that's right. She used to do panels. Turtle brownies, yum. Swiss, I explained to you, you weren't nice to me. Why would I want you on my channel? And I can't block you or I would have already blocked you. I'll have to block you when I get off of here. That's not being nice. Not being nice is basically saying things about me that for no reason and other people for no reason with no receipts. Like that's not nice. That's like attacking characters and people when you attacked me as a person, you didn't even know me. Like I liked you. I liked your debating. I liked, I thought you were like funny of the whole group. I thought you were the funniest and um the most pleasant lives to listen to, but I can't accept like being treated like that. I'm not gonna be like, yeah, come on over and hang out. Like, yeah, I mean, it's nice of you had the intention to say hi, but I really know that you can't be my friend with what you said and also with your connections with people that hate me. So those are my reasons, and I'm not gonna explain it anymore. Yeah, that's exactly what it was, Luna. It was I became friends with What's Up, and What's Up has like never shown a single thing that was lied about him. Like everything that was said that who he was, he has not shown it. I guess I've been friends with him maybe 8 months now. So, I mean, I guess they were friends with him for a year and I'm going on like 8 months. And he's been like the most supportive friend and he is like fatherly like at times, which is a little weird, like not weird but like what's up, you're acting like my father right now, it's a little creepy. And he but he's doing it because like if he's worried about me, like if I didn't like do something or like I needed to do this and he's checking in, like it's because that's what a friend does. It's weird coming from a guy because guys usually don't do that stuff because they don't care enough because they're really just like about one thing. And it's I'm not saying that What's Up isn't a typical guy as well, but like he's not controlling in any way. Like he gives advice, and I think that this person took his advice and just followed along because she wanted him, and then when she didn't and she got embarrassed, she turned it around and said, not basically, but I know, turned around and was like, "He told me what to do, controlled me, and poor little me, I'm controllable, and I'm like this, and I'm that," and, like, it is not true because I saw the real side to her when she flipped out on me, and she is deaf. No one would control that mouth. Like, when she isn't high or she's mad, she's not controllable because I've never screamed at anyone in my life like that, not a single person. Like, I've yelled at Joe twice in 6 years, like, and I didn't do anything to the girl, other than talk to a guy that she, liked. That and then outed from, like, their group and made me look like, like Jules is, like, out, like, ostracized from the group, and like I said, it's fine now, but at first I was just like, Who is this person that's, like, acting one way and then another way?" Like, but I mean, I figured it out now. People are just fake. I mean, we got baubles, we got, so I don't wanna be friends with any of that group. I don't want any of it over here. I don't wanna hear what they have to say. I don't wanna, um because I have heard some stuff that they've said about other situations that don't include me, and they're completely wrong. Like, they twist things, and I don't think they always mean to twist things, but they twist things and they make the narrative sound better, like, their way, and it's just like another Bible situation. So it's new, and it's people haven't caught them in lies yet, and they didn't get caught in the "What's up" lie because What's up wouldn't stand up for himself because he was just like, it's not important to him. Um, and I stood up for him once, but after that, I was just like, I'm not gonna do it anymore. Their goal is to grow their channels and to look like they have a lot of subs and a lot of chatters and to be like the new thing. And, like, that's fine. Like, that's perfectly fine with me. Just keep it over there. Yes, Sis is the leader. She is definitely the leader. And she can be very nice, but she can be very mean, very mean. Um, it happened, well, the when she screamed and said she wanted to bash me in my face if I was in front of her was on Swiss's channel. And she just didn't like what I was like. I was supposed to be having a debate with just Swiss, but she hopped up on there, and Swiss let her hop up on there and go off on me, which I'm not totally blaming Swiss because it might have just been like, no, she let her up. So, yeah, I mean, she made the choice to let her up there. But I don't know if she knew she was gonna go off like that because Janelle likes to act as if she's, like, so laid back, like, she is not laid back. You smoke a lot of pot, you're gonna be extremely laid back when you're smoking a lot of pot. If everybody likes you and it gets along with you in your chat, you're gonna be laid back. But if something you don't get what you want, or if there's a girl talking and you don't like her and that's when you show your true colors. So that's what she did, and it's probably hidden on Swiss's channel. I don't It's been like a couple months now, so I don't even know, like, when it was to tell you where to look for it if she didn't hide it, but I would assume she probably hid it. I would have hidden it if I were Janelle, I would have asked Swiss to hide it because I wouldn't want she apologized to her subs, like, for acting that way. She apologized to her subs, like, not me, not for treating me like that, for doing nothing to her subs, as if, because she didn't want them to think of her that way, That shows who she is. That's not has nothing to do with, like, actually caring that you are, like, the cattiest of the nastiest girls to do that to a girl and not apologize and be like, "Sorry for, like, saying I wanted to, like, bash your face for doing nothing," but being someone's friend. It totally ridiculous, so I don't want anything to do with that group. Oh, exactly, Luna. Yeah, I think that might be why Christine F. It doesn't like me, but I'm not sure because she just turned on me, and I always got along great with Christine F. But in order to be in that clique, you have to not like Jules, so that's fine with me. Don't like me, please, because I don't like being around I don't like though on the outside it looks like innocent and everything. The topics probably are like, oh, they have agendas, like, anytime I've ever heard any of their lives, they have agendas, and um the people are just like sheeple, they just follow along, and um it's just a big, like, boring hello, hello, hello fest. And I'd even say, like, their lives, like, maybe a couple months ago were interesting, But, like, anything I've heard recently, except for one live that Swiss, I give her that one, she did a really good one. Um, I think it had 1,000 views, that one was good. I mean, I think Swiss personally, I think Swiss will do the best of all of them because she's the best at debating and starting gossip and getting things going, so that's what people like to watch, so she'll probably do the best, but, good luck to all of them. Well, I'm glad, Tiffany, that you like her, but she is not real. But I'm glad that you like her, and I hope that one day you do not find out the hard way. But now that I've said that, she will make sure she's real to you because she will want to prove me wrong, because that's the kind of person Swiss is. And I did have a block button. The first time I didn't have a block button, but I guess you have to time him out first and then block it on here. So she's blocked. She can't come back. Exactly. Unless you want to be adults and be genuine. Oh, it's Ramadan right now? Oh, okay. I did not know. No, they do not have a backbone. Who doxed Sharon's mother? Um, that was Bobbles, right? Didn't Bobbles dox her mom, or was it someone else? Kumbaya. As soon as we don't do and say what we are expected to do and say, that's it. We will be bashed like we were never friends. Yeah, definitely. I mean, basically, if you want to be in that group over there, you have to be yes people, and I'm not a yes person. I have opinions, and Swiss knows that. She's heard my opinions, and I will stand up to her, and I will give my opinion, and my opinion is right because I don't accuse people of things without receipts. You just don't. In fact, she does she agrees, Swiss I know agrees that you have to have receipts. No one can come to them with anything accusatory and get away with it without receipts. So you can't do it both ways. And you can't have it both ways. You can't I can't do that voice. You can't have it both okay. That's why I would never be a good sex phone operator because I would be giggling like the whole time. The guy would be like, "Oh, you're doing so good," and then I would start laughing. Oh, you can't. Yeah, yeah, I just can't do that gravelly voice. I'm a vapor, but I haven't been a vapor for long, so I haven't smoked to get. I always thought I had a deep voice. WhatsApp said I don't have a deep voice, but it sounds deep in my ears. Like when I hear it, it sounds really deep, but it's not. Um, Apparently it's not a deep voice, but I thought I did, so I thought I could do it like a deep, like man voice, but apparently I can't do a gravelly man voice. I'm not saying if she has a man voice. Did I just say that on accident? So, Sharon doesn't think ahead of time how to be mean when she's mean. She's mean on the spot. Yeah, exactly. She's not devious. She just gets mad. But if not that, it's okay, but she doesn't dwell on it. She doesn't dwell on it, and then she, does apologize, but she takes her apologies back when someone does something back to her, but she does apologize, absolutely. She and I have gone through a couple things, and she apologized, and we were back on good terms. But she's got a temper, like a little temper on her, and she's got like, a little mean streak when she has a temper, for sure, but then, if you're a genuine friend to her, she will reconcile. She has a heart. Bobbles does not have a heart. And people can argue with me all day long, but I know both of them, and Bobbles doesn't have a heart. She has a heart for herself and maybe her husband. Even that is kind of questionable from what she did in the past. Maybe she's changed and she has like more feelings towards him now, but you don't do that. You don't blast all that nasty stuff on the internet about your significant other if they cheated. You walk away. You either work it out through counseling or you walk away. You don't write that nasty stuff. Oh, that this is the strawberry I wanted Bobbles to block me. So the way I got Bobbles to block me is I'm like, you are still like obsessed with Sharon. And I was like, oh, I'm blocked. She was driving me nuts with this. You can't forgive me. I said, like, I'm trying to forgive the thing that happened with the little kids, like, you should have just clicked off, like, when you see their little kids on there, you don't entertain that kinda stuff, and then things that were said, like, if that had been done to my children by a grown-ass woman, I would've just lost my mind, like, even if the kids do know that stuff by that age, to have an adult say that nasty stuff to them, um it just wrong. So I was like, "I'm trying to forgive you," and she's like, and work through it, and then she was like, "You don't have a right, you're not God or Christ," or whatever, something like that. And then she sent me an email, which I deleted. I never read it because I didn't wanna know what she had to say. And she was just like, you can't forgive me." Like, wait, like, I thought she forgives people, like, why can't I forgive her? Like, only God can forgive, then I guess that means she can't forgive people and people can't forgive her, and she can't make any reconciliations with the friendships or anything like that? Yeah, I don't think so. I think she just didn't like me. Well, I know she didn't like me. But the feeling wasn't mutual. I liked Bobbles until I saw her true colors, I really did, you know? I fell for her, sweet voice and her, like, innocent acting ways. I did till, she showed her other side. And nothing with Luna, because like, Luna's not even told me any of their relationship, like, Luna's never blasted, like, sent text messages, nor what's up with, like, he has shown me the ones that I needed to see that, like, proved that he wasn't, like, dictating, like, her friendships or even the one that was, like, bashing people all the time, it was her bashing people. Like, what's up bashes people, we all know that. He that's his, like, that's how why he's funny, cause he hits, like, the nail on the head, but he does, like, one it needs to be done, it's one and done, like, he just bashes them and, like, that's that. He's done with them because they did something, where this was just, like, catty crap, but he wasn't just, like, sending tons of texts just to, like, just send some that I had plenty. I'm like, "I've seen enough," and Luna never did with Bobbles, she kept it quiet, but I knew that, you know, there was issues in that realm of friendship. Yeah, I don't hate them. I do dislike them. I don't hate them. I can dislike certain people because I just dislike liars and manipulators and conniving people. Yes, Luna, and hey, all them girls besties with battling balls now, we're all okay with the pic of Tiff M being put out, but now we are all the devil for supporting her recovery because of the pic of Janelle. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Yeah, I don't agree that she should have done that, but and she did apologize, she took it down, but then she took her apology back, which does not mean it wasn't genuine. It was because then something happened, I forget what happened. But yeah, I don't just because, like, I support someone doesn't mean I support everything that they do. But it is a lesson, don't put your naked pictures out there, and if you do, don't tell people when you start your channel that you were an escort, or I don't even know if she's an escort, I don't know what she was. If she was, like, I don't know what she was. I personally did not see the pictures. I caught a glimpse of them. I caught a glimpse of them on Sharon's page, and I was like, "I'm not looking at these." Are you serious? She sent Tiff's porn video back to you, not even pictures? Are you serious? Yeah, they got, like, a group of people fooled. It's sad. Yep. And I'm, like, talking about it now, but I don't even have any interest in, like, debating it with them because they're, like, so well, for one, it's 3 against 1 because Court doesn't like me either. She went off on me a few times for nothing. Um, I I don't it's 3 against 1, but then also it's just, like, not worth my time. Well, I think thanks, John. I appreciate that. I think that I hope that everybody does have value to some degree when they, like, Uh, I I hope in my mind, I guess that's why I did the outreach, that no matter where as low as you go, because I have my own story, which I've only told bits and pieces of. People have created other bits and pieces, but I got out of, like, a really bad situation. So and I know my value now as what I've gone through, what that doesn't dictate who I am as a person before or after, It was a time in my life and I know exactly what led up to it and there was really it was inevitable. It wasn't like me just goofing around or just trying stuff and I never did like H or anything like that. I never touched any like narcotics or like crack or anything like that. Yeah, the simp. They love their simps. Oh, don't they, John? They love their simps. The more men, the merrier. You're like, come on, girls, just go out and like have a social life and meet a guy. You're not gonna meet him online. I mean, you might meet him online, but it's rare. The girl she said wanted to smash your head. If you had said that, they would have lost it. Absolutely. I would never, yeah, that I wanted to like, that I hate Janelle so bad that yeah, oh God, I would never have heard the end of it. I would have been like excommunicated from like YouTube because because I'm mean and I'm horrible. But a heavy pot smoker, probably one of the heaviest pot smokers I've ever seen. Besides this like drug dealer I knew, I used to go to have to weigh his baby. His baby wasn't gaining weight, and he was a crazy pot smoker. So I'd go weigh the baby on the baby scale, and maybe him. She kind of maybe rivals him, but other than that, I mean, nothing's gonna phase you. You can like smack someone up the side of the head when you're that high, and you're gonna be like, oh, do it again. I can't be around people who are still in active addiction unless I'm confronting them with their future. Yeah. Christine is pretty, yeah, when it comes to that, it has to be something else because she's pretty supportive, at least to me. She's been, yeah, it was over Ollie. Like I said something after Ollie, when Janelle wanted my psychosis tapes, Ollie was going to give them to her. So I was like really irritated at Ollie. Like, why would you do that? It's so mean. I mean, I understand why Janelle would just be like, yeah, I want them. But when I was in a chat, I said something like something just stupid. It was Amy's chat, so I would never disrespect Amy's chat. In fact, Amy came in here earlier, so we're fine. But I said like, good thing Ollie's not here or something. I don't know, something stupid. And Christine in all caps is like, do not talk about my friends when they're not here. And I was like, oh crap, sorry, I won't. I'm sorry, Christine. And then the next time I came in was like weeks to a month later and I guess she found out like by seeing my comments that I support Sharon's sobriety as well as her as a person and doesn't mean I agree with everything she does but I can still support her and she said to me why did you something like why did you like attack Bama Bell and I'm like I don't even know Bama Bell. I didn't attack Bama Bell and then it came out she meant like I'm friends with someone who attacked Pam and Bell. So because I am friends with someone that did something she didn't like, which I didn't even know if she did or what the context was, or if Bama said something about her. Like usually Sharon's pretty good about only going after someone if they're going after her or they did something. She doesn't usually just go after someone out of the blue for no reason. She might go hard once she starts going, but she's not usually gonna just for no reason go after someone like Janelle, like smashing someone's face in. So they just basically jumped from like Sharon, they were like Sharon followers to Janelle followers and Swiss followers. Like, come on, guys, this is really stupid. Oh, thanks, Strawberry. I'm so behind, I don't even know what was valid. Thanks. Thanks, Luna. Yeah, I've been great with Christine. She used to come in all my chats, like great. So I put out a video, but I haven't heard anything from her. So to explain what happened and to as to why, like she must have I knew she missed like what actually happened and that I was hurt and no one should be offered my psychosis tapes, to laugh at me. And that's cruel. Like for that fact, I wouldn't like Ollie or Janelle for the fact of their cruelty. But no, Christine got mad at me. Like, I'm like, what? Because they want to fit in the group. Like, they just have to fit in that group and they have to say what anything that they do is okay and not actually look at it logically. Like, if you look at it logically, you'd be like, wow, that's really not cool. But yeah, you're shunned because of Sharon too. Yeah. Well, I was shunned before Sharon, but now I'm doubly shunned. Exactly. It's hit them. It was revenge. Yep. Oh, then we're fine. So something happened to them. Exactly. The other day, Swiss had CWN panel. I'm gonna try to catch up quickly. I actually liked how she was questioning her and giving her time to explain. I really liked that when then Bobble started. Yes, that's the one, Luna. I think that's the one that was really good that Swiss did. I think that I was like, yeah, I really see potential in Swiss if she puts time into her channel. Yep. Yeah, Bobble stalks her mother in the nursing home. Wait, I'm really far behind. Oh shit. Made it go to shit and turned ugly. I thought it was rude to do that to Swiss because Swiss was actually doing a good job getting her point across and still respecting. Yeah, she was. Yep, that's I really felt she was, but that doesn't mean I can like Swiss because she was respectful. Because she was. I noticed that she was very respectful to her, but you know that she said like awful things about me, and it's not gonna be okay. I mean, she wants to apologize. Maybe like she and I can like talk, but I don't think she's gonna want to apologize now that I blocked her. But like I said, if Swiss wants to apologize for the mean things that she said about me for no reason, and just because she's friends with another person that doesn't like me, then that's fine, and we can talk and whatnot. But I don't really think there's much necessity to it. Yeah, you're better off probably Strawberry. Yeah, I mean I like to hear her debating, but she's kind of like SG. She's like bam 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 like one after the other, but better than SG. So she's a good debater. Bobbles actually used to be a really good debater, and then something happened. I don't know. I used to enjoy Bobbles debates. And of course, Bobbles would come on and ruin everything she talked to. That's all. Exactly. That's exactly what happened. She's rude. She like popped up in Sharon's like what was her court date? Like I was like, are you kidding me? It's like Bob was like what the hell? How obsessed are you? What is wrong with you? Oh man. Exactly. Yeah, I probably won't forget most of these people, but not because like I don't forget them because I like oh I'm pining away from the memories of my friendships or non-friendships or just interactions with these people. I'll just remember them because CWC is quite memorable, so they'll stick in my head. Yeah, exactly, Luna. Yes. Oh, I'm sorry you apologize, Strawberry, you know. Well, Shopper, you haven't met the new crew because the new crews are going along the lines of Bobbles. Definitely, they're following in her footsteps. So definitely stay out of that crowd. Mm, hmm. Yeah, she put out revenge porn, but she didn't say like, yeah, it's totally fine for her to do the RP, but not but not Sharon, of course, and not they blamed what's up, but it wasn't what's up. You're gonna hear Brownie. I'm so far behind. I'm sorry. I would read like every comment, and we were slow. I was slow, so I mean, the chat was slow, so I thought that I was keeping up. It's hard on the phone to see how far down it is. Oh yeah, Luna. That case has been going on for a long time. So if I go quiet means I'm being nosy over there because mom needs to be in trouble too. I don't know what that means. I must have missed that. I am so behind, Strawberry. Yeah, oh, I caught up. I finally caught up, Strawberry. You're probably gone now. Because I'm on like other channel people, they don't read their chat. They just like talk, and I want to talk to you guys. That's why I come on. Actually, the real reason is to talk to you guys. So I will read your comments. Her court date was like a couple months ago, I think. It was like a Zoom court date, and it allowed public in there for some reason, and Bobble showed up at the court date on the Zoom call. It was so bizarre. Well, you guys, I guess I should let you guys go as well because I have finally caught up with the comments, and we have um you have to go, and Luna and has to go. Yes, nice to enjoy brownies, and Victor's been awesome. But thanks guys, and I will talk to you guys soon. I'll come on again soon. And maybe I'll get better at reading the chat faster. Who knows? Maybe this new medicine that helps with my blood pressure will help. We can always hope. All right, talk to you soon. Love you all. Bye.